Okay, so part 8, y'all, and my bad. It's been a couple days. Okay. So last we left off, he says kilo. And I think to myself, oh my God, I need to leave. This just got real. So y'all, we're surrounded, right? I mean, there's no way that I'm getting out this situation, let alone bank robber babe, right? So he just looks at the man that he trusts. Let's call him Jay. He looks at Jay, and Jay looks at him like, go inside. So he goes inside with no pushback. I follow suit, right? I'm shaking. I mean, my heart is like boom, 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 boom. And all I keep thinking is, I should have never went on that date. I could have been home. I'm thinking about my mom. I'm thinking about my friends. I'm thinking about my family. Like, I just want to be home, right? I'm standing very close to bank robber babe, right? Because I'm just like, I don't trust anyone. I don't know anyone here. And this man, some man comes up from behind me and snatches me away from him. And I'm like, no, wait, no. And bank robber babe's like, yo, don't touch her. So literally, Kilo gets up. As soon as he says, don't touch her, Kilo stands up and goes, or else what? Or else what? And I'm like, oh. I don't know if bank robber babe can keep me safe in this situation. No way. Y'all, tell me why bank robber babe gonna go say, or else I'm gonna do the same thing I did to your shorty. And I go, oh, no. That's it. Pack me up. I'm not getting out of here. They gonna hurt him by hurting me. This man is reckless. He don't care. I knew it. Crazy and dangerous. Crazy and dangerous. That's when Jay intervenes and Jay says, yo, Kilo, I brought you here because I want to settle this for once and for all. And he looks over at bank robber babe. He's like, you keep getting yourself into some drama and mess. And I'm tired of cleaning it up for you. I told you the last time, stay away from here. You're going to come back home. Stay away. Now you came back home to some mess. So now we're going to just handle this. He then goes and says, you brought some little B here. And I'm like, why I gotta be called names? What? The bank robber babe goes and he's like, you really set me up? You would really set me up? Really? You brought all these men here and you would set me up? So Jay's looking at him like, watch your tone. I suggest you stop. And I'm just like, y'all, the tension was so thick in the room, you could cut it with a knife. This whole time, Kilo is looking real dangerous, right? Real dangerous. And he has a smirk on his face. Anyway, Jay steps out the middle. I'm by the corner watching all this happen. And there's this man that's just like, I'm like, he's in front of me. But it's the same guy that snatched me away. And I'm trying to figure out if he's with Kilo, if he's with Jay. But all I know is this man is not bank robber babe. And I feel very uncomfortable. And I'm nervous. And I feel like I'm going to cry at this moment, right? But I'm trying to keep it together. So bank robber babe goes and says to Kilo, Kilo, what's up? What's up? How you want to handle this? Kilo goes and says, where's my money? Plus interest. Where's my money? And why would you do that? So bank robber babe gonna say, you know how this business go. You know what's up. Like, you know how this go. But what you want from me now? You want me to say sorry? Because I'm not sorry. And I'm just like, why is he so gangster? It's kind of sexy, but also crazy. Because I'm trying to get out this situation. I want to go home. How many times am I going to say, I want to go home? So Kilo gonna say, I don't need your sorries. He's like, but I am gonna take a shorty that's here. I'm like, whoa there, buddy. Whoa. So my heart drops and I'm just like, wait, what? I speak up. And bank robber babe says, shh. Bank robber babe says, yo, you not touching her. You not gonna touch her. How much you want? Kilo gonna go say 2 million plus interest. That's when I'm like, hold up. Bank robber babe packing like that? He got all that money? Okay. might have to reconsider this whole situation with him after we get out of this. That's besides the point. So Bank Robber Bay says, nah. He's like, so I'm just like, give him the money because you're not giving him me. I promise you that. So Jay gonna come in the middle and say, Kilo, that's too much. That's too much. I can't authorize this. This is too much. So Kilo gonna say, yo, Jay, with all due respect, I know this is your man's right here, but he took more than enough from me. And I'm like, I don't know what exactly Bank Robber Bay did with him. I just know he says he owes him money, right? So Jay goes and says, Kilo, that's too much. I'm telling you, that's too much. So Kilo and Jay's dynamic is also interesting to me because as dangerous and scary as Kilo looks, it looks like Kilo has a lot of respect for Jay. So he looks at Jay, he's like, Jay, you know what he did. You know I'm not asking for too much. So Jay looks over at Bank Robber Bay, and Bank Robber Bay looks like he don't care. Like he has like death in his eyes, like this very blank stare. Like, so Jay looks over at Bank Robber Bay, and he's like, he doesn't really say anything to him. It's just like a signal. Then Bank Robber Bay gives him a look. So then Jay looks at Kilo. He says, Kilo, we're gonna have to think about it. Kilo gonna go say, that's fine, think about it, because I'm not going nowhere. We got all day. I got my man with me. Be good. I'm good, Jay. So now I'm sitting here like, how long is this going to take? I really have to use the restroom at this point, right? Because I'm like, whew, I'm nervous. I'm getting cold. I have this jacket on. It's kind of thin. So I'm just like, oh my God, I want to get out of here. So I do a cough sound. I'm like, and everyone just looks over at me. And I'm like, can I please use the restroom? And I guess I didn't read the room because Bank Robber Bay gives me a look like, and I'm just like, I really gotta go. So one of his men, like Kilo's men, go and says, I'll take a Jay. And I'm assuming this is Kilo's man because all these guys, they're like wearing black and they all look like, they just look like they came together. But anyway, so Jay goes and he's like, all right. And he calls over someone to walk with us, some woman, right? And I'm assuming she works for Jay, like his housekeeper or something like that. And she comes over and we all three go to the bathroom, right? So now this guy who's walking me to the bathroom looks very scary. Like he looks like if I did a quick run, he would just grab me from the back of my hair and I'm done. So I was like trying to think, I'm thinking of all the escapes, but I actually planned, I had to use the restroom, but I also went, I'm walking so I can look at all these exits just in case, right? So I'm planning, looking around real quick. We finally get to the restroom. I use the restroom. I look to see if I can open the window just in case, but it's it makes a sound. So I'm like, damn, let me not make too much sound so they don't think that I'm trying to escape. Use the restroom, come back out. I asked the lady, can I have a bottle of water? Because at this point I'm so thirsty. She gives me a bottle. So she gives me the bottle of water, right? So I also drink this water because I'm like, the more and more I drink, the more I can use the restroom. The more and more I use the restroom, the more and more I can find a way to get out of here just in case if things get real, right? So drinking the water and we're walking back. And now I start hearing arguments. I start hearing people get loud. And it sounds like Kilo just saying, nah, because what we not going to do is this. Jay, what you not going to do is side with him. Because you know what he did was disrespectful. You know he went against the rules. You know. So I'm just and I don't really hear Bank Robber Bay. Because Bank Robber Bay has this calm nonchalantness about him, right? It's very sexy, but it's very scary. So Jay's just you gonna lower your tone in my crib. So we walking in and the guy that was with us pushes me back. So now I see, because the guy that took me to the restroom, he pushed me back a little, right? And I take that as a don't come in here. But I see Jay in the middle again saying, yo, he's already, and I hear him, he says, he already got some he's already hot right now. He got too much heat on him right now. He's like, I'm trying to handle that. He was like, but what we gonna handle right now is how much I give, how much I say is the correct amount. And now Kilo's getting mad. Kilo looks like he's like very hot tempered. He easily gets tempered. So Kilo's like, Jay, I'm not gonna take this. I'm not gonna take this. I told you when I came here, I came so I can collect him. And that's when Bank Robber Bay said, what? Collect who? Who you gonna collect? Now, I'm also just like looking at all the men Kilo came with, and Bank Robber Bay only came with me. They outnumber us. And baby, I ain't getting his fight. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not jumping into anybody's fight that I was not a part of this. I don't know these people. I barely know Bank Robber Bay, first of all. And he fine, but he ain't that fine for me to get all hurt for. I'm just saying, not right now, baby, not right now. But anyway, Kilo gets so hot, heated. So what I take away from the situation is, when I went to the restroom, they said that they were going to sit down and think about it, but I guess they came up with a number right then and there. And Kilo didn't like the sound of that. Jay looks like he is mediating the situation, but also it's like whatever he says, go. So I'm assuming they came up with the number and Kilo doesn't like it, but Kilo's getting pissed, like really feeling disrespected, right? So Kilo goes and says, Bank Robber Bay goes and says, collect who? Collect who? Who you collecting? That's when Kilo goes and say, you and your B. I'm like, I'm not his B. First of all, I'm not a B, and that's when Bank Robber Bay pulls something out and goes, try. So Jay gonna say to Bank Robber Bay, he calls him by his name, he's like, put it down. Put it down. And mind you, it's like he's saying it like Bank Robber Bay is behind him because Jay's in the middle and Kilo is in front of Jay, right? Yo, I swear, I never saw somebody listen to the back of somebody's head, because I was like, oh, okay. So mind you, I'm still peeking. Kilo goes, Jay goes and says, both of y'all gonna calm down. Kilo, this is the number. You not happy with it? Kilo goes and says, no. He's like, what do you want to do? That's what Jay says. Kilo goes and says, Jay, I'm gonna need you to revisit that number. So Jay goes and says, let me sit on it. Kilo goes and say, I'm gonna stay here and wait. So now things cool down for a little bit. And I noticed that, I'm still being told to stand out. And this guy looks like he's guarding the situation. So I'm standing outside of the living area, because it's this arch that opens up. So I'm standing on the wall, and I see Bank Robber Bay comes out, right? Bank Robber Bay comes out, and he looks at me. He's like, you okay? I was like, I'm okay. And he gets it's so weird because when he talks to me, he becomes soft. So the most scariest, dangerous man just looked like he had death in his eye, looks over at me. He's like, are you okay? His voice changes. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. So now he walks over to this kitchen area, and Jay follows through, and Kilo's sitting down, and Jay goes and I overhear him say to Bank Robber Bay, he's like, yo, you don't even know this girl, bro. So I just take this as Jay don't care about me, because Jay don't know me. But Jay, I'm gonna need you to get with the program, because y'all ain't finna give me up. So Bank Robber Bay says, yo, Jay, I don't care if it was a puppy, I'm not giving it to him, because he think he could just come in here and tell me that he can just take from me. And then Bank Robber Bay gonna say, Jay, why would you set me up? Why would you do that to me? Jay gonna say, this is not good for business. You weren't supposed to come back. I told you not to come back. You took from him and you shouldn't have. Now I need you to handle it. So I can hear this, right? And so let's say the conversation goes on, it goes on a little, and then they go back into the living room area, right? So I hear Kilo go and say, y'all got the number? Bank Robber Bay doesn't say anything. Jay speaks for Bank Robber Bay, right? Y'all, tell me why Jay gonna go say what the number is, right?